You are all of you beneath me. I am a god, you dull creature, and I will not be bullied by that.
Puny god.
Man, I'm for it.
Different leagues.
Punch, snap.
To win, you gotta not lose.
Welcome back to the bullshit. Last week was supposed to be the season finale of the chaos. Turns out, Conference Championship Saturday had way more goddamn chaos than we could have possibly imagined. Despite the want to move on to the offseason, work on other projects, the sirens of chaos have called me back once more to the nukes to drop bombs on what was an insane Friday and Saturday. Just do me a favor and subscribe to the channel if you like what I'm doing here, as well as share the video. I'm trying to hit 10,000 subscribers by the national title. We're getting really damn close, so do me a favor and just do that real quick if you haven't already. Now on to what you're here for. Yep, we're starting here because I need to say something. Kennesaw State was by far the last team I expected to be playing on Conference Championship Saturday, but man did they earn it. From 2-10 to 9-3, they have found themselves in a familiar spot when they were in the FCS, the postseason. Jacksonville State is also very familiar with the postseason, given that they've won the conference last season. Down the stretch, though, they have proven to be shaky at times. And this is why. Keenan Creel is an okay quarterback, but definitely not the guy to lead them to glory. Kennesaw State thanks the Cox for this gift by hootie-hooing into the fucking end zone to take the lead. Amari Odom didn't get any touchdowns this one, but he tore the Jacksonville State defense apart, throwing nearly 300 yards passing.
In this game, if Jack State is able to capitalize.
Oh, hit and dropped in the end zone. Is it a safety?
Seriously? A fucking safety? That's it. Cox are cooked.
And this is Cook, and he's in. Finally, Jack State has a touchdown. That looked like early movement, no flags. Creel races through and into the end zone.
Oh yeah, I forgot that Jack State likes to give their fans heart attacks and can come back in a heartbeat, which they very much did in the fourth quarter. Problem for the Cox, though, is that this is Kennesaw State, and yes, that actually fucking means something.
Odom looks. He's going to run it. Throws. Caught. Touchdown. That's Dean.
Hootie fucking who. The Owls are Conference USA champs for the first time ever and finished the season 10-3. A brutal loss for the Cox, but a statement win for the Owls. Well done, boys. Look, I love Troy's quarterback, Goose Crowder, but this game was over from the start. James Madison was so eager to beat up the Trojans, the fans pelted the Troy punter with fucking snowballs in the end zone. Hey, look, they throw those streamers so often I'm sure they have damn good aim. Troy didn't just roll over and die, though. They went out on their shields. They were only down by 3 going into the half. But again, this is the Dukes. They have been going absolutely apeshit on every single soul that stands between them and their destiny. Right after they quit shitting themselves in the third quarter, at least. Seriously, what the fuck was that? Anyways, they turn on the Jets in the fourth quarter and run away with it in the end. Them Dukes are now kings of the Fun Belt. However, they may yet have eyes on a greater prize than a championship ring. If enough bullshit happens, they can make the playoffs. However, we must wait and see to see if it'll be. Good fucking God, Boise, where the fuck was this back in week 1? From getting your skulls caved in by USF back in Tampa to executing the Rebels in a sea of blue. Desert Rat Dan Mullen and his merry band of gamblers led by quarterback Anthony Calandria simply got outplayed most of this game by the devastating offensive attack of Boise State. Maddox Madsen threw 3 touchdown passes and took one in himself as the Broncos ride off into the Pac-12 with 3 straight Mountain West titles in hand. Now, what I'm curious to see is if the Pac-12 can remotely come close to competing with the American Conference, as that has been and likely will continue to be the premier group of 6 conference going into next year. With the honestly lactose group they have before them, it'll be Boise's conference to lose, and I'm already thinking they're going to win another ring next year if they just rebuild right. I mean, who the fuck's gonna beat them, Wazoo? Now this is a game with stakes. Really fucking simple for North Texas and Tulane. You win, you're in. There is no tomorrow, only today. Now, who really wants this shit? Oh, God. God damn it, North Texas again. Why do you continue to do this to yourselves in big games? You have enormous potential and have a great quarterback with so much ahead of him, but it's like edging your fans by being complete ass for half a game is some kind of fetish for you, I swear to Christ. Mestemaker is playing well, at least, as long as you look past the 3 goddamn interceptions he threw. It wasn't until you were down 31-7 late in the third before you woke up, but by then it was way too late. Oh, you scored 14 points in a row? That's nice and all, but Tulane already scored 31, as Jake Retzlaff and Jamari McClure circumcised your entire defensive secondary. Tulane wins this almost too easily, as John Summerall gets to avoid his new home in Florida for another couple of weeks to lead the Green Wave into the playoffs. As for North Texas, I would say you're going to be back next year, but your coach Eric Morris is fucking off to Oklahoma State and more than likely going to take Mestemaker and everyone worth a fuck with him. Hope you enjoyed being relevant for once. Now go back to the basement where you fucking belong. Yeah, so about the growing legend of Thomas Gostkowski. Turns out the legend was all hot air. He fucking sucked and couldn't get shit going against the Broncos. They got 1 touchdown to start the game, fucked up the extra point, and that was all she wrote. Western cruises to their first MAC title since 2016 after the bag of pixie dust and bullshit Miami had been running off of finally ran the fuck out. Not even benching Gostkowski for yet another backup quarterback could jumpstart the Red Hawk offense. Shit on the MAC all you want, but compared to who else we are about to talk about, at least their conference turned out to be at least somewhat predictable. If you watched these two play each other a few weeks ago and then saw the final score, you're probably thinking same shit, different day. But this is where you are dead wrong, my friends. See, BYU got their ass beat a few weeks ago because Tech was just better than them. This time, they got their ass beat because they completely collapsed. See, at the half, it was fairly close with the score being 13-7. BYU struck first with a touchdown and Tech had missed a field goal and made a few mistakes, yet they still had the lead. And then, the second half commenced.
And that was not well struck at all. Lots to be determined right here. 3rd down and 4. Bachmeier with time. Oh, what an interception by Roberts! Point blank stabbed it. And now Dickey right in! Cameron Dickey! Through the pain. Ball is out! That whole thing just exploded! And Romello Height recovers it.
And they're humming.
Bachmeier. It is intercepted again! Ben Roberts does it again!
Utter incompetence. BYU had played pretty well all season in the bright lights, but the second some hardware was on the line and the temperature was turned up to 100, they melted like the candles in the Holy Temple. 3 turnovers in the 4th quarter alone. The duo of Jacob Rodriguez and the potential Heisman Ben Roberts terrorized the Cougars all afternoon on defense and made Bear Bachmeier into a fucking cub. Hell, Roberts picked Bear's ass off twice in this motherfucker. My God, I haven't seen Mormon resistance crumble this badly since South Park made a fucking musical out of you. A record-breaking crowd in AT&T Stadium saw Texas Tech make history, not with a bang, but with a belt right to the ass of BYU. It is their first ever Big 12 title and first outright conference title of any kind since 1955. The Red Raiders will now sit at home in the first round and await their next victim. Oh, that was crazy. Can't get any crazier than that though, right? Alabama beat them Tigers in Auburn last week, and now we're playing our favorite opponent, the Georgia Bulldogs.
Oh, Billy, didn't we get blown up last week?
Shut the fuck up, Cletus, you inbred horse's ass. The game just started, and we're about to see Georgia die on their own hometown again. Man, I have so many good memories of Bama playing in this dumbass stadium, it's hard to pick my favorite.
Don't look away with punts and field goals. Special teams players, there's a rich history in the SEC championship game. Right on cue! Georgia with the block. bouncing around and fielded inside the 25. Kirby Smart had a feeling a special teams play would come into play tonight, and getting his hand on it was Cole's spear.
Damn it, Fowler. That announcer's jinx is fucking us up. Shut your damn mouth, son.
Billy, what's a jinx?
Damn it, Cletus, shut it.
They fake it to McCray. And Joker, touchdown!
Oh, hell, that ain't good. But it's not like Ty Simpson can't get us out of a jam, right?
Simpson looking that direction. Now back across the middle. High throw. Intercepted. Picked off. Dalen Everett for the Dogs with a stiff arm. Takes it back into Alabama territory. A flag down at the end of the play.
We stopped the Dogs' offense, though, right?
Wyatt comes across in motion. Surveying, end zone, touchdown! Dylan Bell!
Cletus, can you pass me the moonshine?
Sorry, Billy. I dropped the last batch.
Damn it, Cletus, you're good for nothing. You're dumb as a bag of hammers. And so is our goddamn tape. 14-0 at the half. Who the hell said we can't walk and chew gum at the same time?
Billy, I can't.
That's because you only have 3 teeth, Cletus.
Frazier on second and goal. On the left side, touchdown Dogs!
Where is our defense? Why can't we get going on offense? There's so many punts, we might as well be playing soccer, not football.
Wait, isn't soccer also called football, Billy?
Do I need to get the jumper cables again, Cletus? I swear by God and baby Jesus I will.
Been a good catch, but a play they needed to make. He's had 8 drops in the season. That's a lot. 3rd and 5. Underneath, it's Bernard who never drops the ball. Working free. Journey Bernard still running. He will score. Touchdown. Alabama on the board finally.
Thank the Lord we still have life. It's not over till the fat lady sings.
Billy, I didn't know your sister could sing.
She's actually a very good singer, Cletus. Haven't you heard her in church? Wait a minute. Did you call my mini fat?
Oh, wait, Billy. I didn't.
Anyways, where was I? Oh, yeah. It's time to watch the Crimson Tide come a-roaring back as Kirby Smart falls apart once again. Come on now, roll, damn
Hope
Tide.
Alive, gotta have 2 here. Long throw, no chance. Bernard was intended receiver. Branch trying to find some space and scores! The Dogs deliver the dagger.
We lost? Wait, no, that can't be. We couldn't have lost this game. DeBoer is wearing the black hoodie, for God's sake. We did everything right. There is not a chance in hell we're about to lose to the same team we smoked back in September. No. Well, it's not all bad. I mean, college football playoff will still let us in, right?
Billy, isn't that our 3rd loss?
Ah, Cletus. Fuck the moonshot, boy. Go get me the bleach and a rope. You know what? I really did not want Ohio State to play Indiana. I don't know if it was because I knew deep in my heart of hearts that Ohio State's offense was flawed and the defense alone was not enough to win big games, but we had no fucking idea at all until the game started, since Ohio State didn't really play anybody this year. I knew how good Indiana was. They beat Oregon and have some gritty wins on their resume. They know how to win in tough games. Ohio State didn't, and it showed. It was a tough, brutal, defensive heavyweight slugfest throughout the game, but 2 things became crystal fucking clear to me as it wore on. Ohio State couldn't run the goddamn ball to save its life, and Julian Sayin is in way over his fucking head. The Ohio State defense did its job. It kept Indiana out of the end zone as much as possible and played another great game. But again, defense is not enough. Indiana knows this and also has a great defense that shat in Brutus's hat and shoved it in his face. Even then, as it got late, Ohio State still had a chance to win. After Indiana turned Ohio State away in the red zone, they had a chance to tie the game and take the damn points. Guess what the fuck Ryan Day did?
Quarterback sneak, And it looks like the Buckeyes have it.
Yeah, no, wait a minute. It looks like it worked at first, but just look closer. He is a yard short. His knee is down. Turnover. Ryan Day decided to go full fucking macho man again, and rather than use his fucking brain and take the damn points, tried to beat Indiana there and then. He was either seeing the writing on the wall and got desperate, or was fucking idiotic here. However, Ohio State's excellent defense is able to stop Indiana again, and finally, Ohio State goes on a long, methodical drive, milking a ton of time off the clock, while marching Indiana towards the cliff of the abyss. Indiana then goes full Indiana and turns Ohio State's asses away again. Ryan Day uses the single brain cell he has left and sends out that kicker to tie the game. Wow, what he should have done about 15 minutes ago.
It's already today. No good!
I wonder where the fuck I've seen this shit before.
It's on the way. No good. And Georgia.
Well fucking done, Ryan Day. I announced to the world last week that I am 100% behind you, and you go and make these brain fucking dead decisions. You take the points earlier, and you ain't in this goddamn spot, motherfucker. This isn't the time to try to be all bronze and no brains. It's the fucking Big Ten title on the line. What the fuck is wrong with you? We lost 13-10 again because we couldn't get out of our own damn way. First to that team up north, and now Kurt fucking Signetti.
Oh, honey, it's my turn. Now hand over the microphone.
Okay, here.
Thanks. Now, as a Hoosier fan here in this relationship, I'd just like to say one thing to you. You thought it was over when you beat Michigan? You actually thought that the team up north was your biggest problem. Oh, honey, how wrong you truly were. Your biggest problem is not Michigan or Ryan Day. It's the fact that I now have bragging rights over your ass for at least the next year. Enjoy knowing that your girlfriend now owns your ass in football and will remind you of that every single day when you come home to me. But hey, at least your precious Buckeyes beat Michigan, right?
Yeah, at least we beat Michigan. This is it. It's do or die for the ACC. Alabama losing earlier made it potentially possible for Miami to sneak into the playoffs, but if Virginia wins against Duke, then at least the ACC will be for sure in the playoffs in some way or form. If Duke, however, 7-5 Duke, somehow wins, well, let's just say the committee will be selecting a very different kind of Duke to be in the playoffs. But, I mean, come on, it's Duke. They have lost 5 games, sure. I agree the prospect of them winning the ACC would be extremely funny, but honestly, it's not going to happen. Virginia whipped their asses weeks ago, so it's a foregone conclusion.
9.5-minute drive, a Virginia blitz, a screen against it. Jeremiah Hazley, touchdown!
Fuck. Okay, this is going to be a game now, huh?
For Will Bettridge, accurate kicker, doesn't have a huge leg, and that one's no good.
What the fuck, Who's? Why are you making this harder on yourselves? There's no doubt you're the better team. Now act like it.
Intercepted! Underthrew his intended receiver, and it was picked off by Corey Costner. Lifesaver for this Duke defense. On the check down, Jamari Taylor. Nifty run after the catch, and a touchdown!
Now that's what I expect. The game is now tied, and the Virginia defense is going to wake up.
USC, the only quarterbacks with more. He's a terrific deep ball thrower. Shepard stayed on his feet and scores.
They're still asleep. I don't know how. It's the second long-ass touchdown drive for Duke in this game. This is becoming way too close for comfort, Virginia. Remember, it's not just your conference title hopes and playoff aspirations at stake here, but the dignity of the ACC conference is on the line. At least what's left of their dignity at this point.
Out of the end zone, Morris. And it's intercepted. Caleb Weaver picked it off.
No, it can't be. Am I actually seeing what I think I'm seeing?
Duke history. Only Ross Martin has more career points.
Hit the alarms. It's do or die now. Duke is about to knock the ACC out of the postseason. I repeat, the ACC champion and the ACC as a whole might not make the playoffs. Virginia was able to get downfield and kick a field goal, but that's not enough. You need a touchdown, and time is running out. It's do or die, Hoos.
To go to the end zone. It is caught by Wood for a touchdown. The official threw his hand. He was out of bounds for sure and came back in.
For the ACC, it's a lifeline. Overtime will settle this once and for all. Virginia lives and breathes for overtime. They even get the ball second for the first period. Surely they can win this game now.
Castle stays in to block. Mensah, end zone, touchdown! Jeremiah Hazley!
Except you still can't stop the fucking Blue Devils. Whatever, Chandler Morris has ice in his fucking veins. He can save the season for the Hoos.
Play. Another fourth down conversion there. Fourth, they go to a trick play. Taylor threw it back to Morris. It is intercepted! Intercepted by Luke Burgott! And Duke has won the ACC!
And all the little Hoos in Whoville cried out, "Dear God Almighty, we let the ACC down." For it was the Dukes of Dukeville who won on this night. Merry Christmas to all, and to the ACC, good fucking night. Well, time to see who's playing in the college football playoff. An event that ESPN definitely doesn't milk for the first 15 minutes just to sell more advertisements because they are greedy fuckers. Let's see who's going where. No shit, they beat the number one team in the nation in a hard-fought classic and are being anointed as the number one team in the nation for the first time ever. A worthy ranking for a worthy team. Enjoy your first trip to Pasadena since 1968, Hoosiers. Sort of surprising since they lost, but I'm okay with 1 and 2 trading spots if number one loses in a close contest. Ohio State will await their opponent in the Cotton Bowl. Again, not a shocker. They won the SEC by teabagging Alabama, and I cannot argue the logic of having them here. They will play in the Sugar Bowl on New Year's Day. After that beatdown they put on the Cougars, I completely agree with this as well. Texas Tech has a very physical and tough defense and will not be an easy team to put away. It is oranges for the Red Raiders. Now, we will see who will have the home field advantage in the first round games. Okay, agreed again. It was a solid season for the Ducks despite the loss to Indiana. They won out. They were dominant through most of their games. Okay, fine. Oh, nice. Happy to see that the snake fucking off to the bayou didn't affect the opinion of the committee. Well done, Rebs. After that loss to Texas a couple weeks ago, I expected them to be either here or number 8. It happened to Ohio State last year when they lost to Michigan, which blew their Big Ten title hopes, but still got a home field playoff game against Tennessee. We'll see what happens when they have a home game in College Station. The Sooners are by far the weakest of the teams that are hosting a home playoff game in this playoff. The offense has been dead to rights since early October, and I don't see any signs of them waking up again anytime soon. The defense is the only reason they've made it at all. Now, let's see who their opponents will be for them. Going to be very curious as to how Alabama losing and Duke winning fucks shit up here.
In nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sancti.
Okay, time to rant. I have been waiting a long time to say this, so I'm just gonna grab the machete and start slashing. The committee is a fucking joke. Let me make one thing clear. I've made a video talking about my disdain for the Irish at length before, so don't come at me in the comments saying I am pandering to God's golden hemorrhoids. Miami did enough to make it into the playoffs. They missed the ACC title game on a technicality, and had they made it, they probably would have been ACC champions right now. What I'm pissed off about is, of course, Alabama. I'll point to one thing and one thing only as the reason why I think they should not be in the playoff. That absolutely embarrassing loss to Florida State back in week 1. Yes, it was week 1. You want to discount that Notre Dame versus Miami game as well? Because that happened the same weekend. I will always look at the games with who won and who lost before anything else because I believe what happens on the field supersedes anything a boardroom can say. Yes, the other 2 losses were Oklahoma and Georgia, who made the playoff. They are also in the SEC, which is still considered the premier conference in college football. I grant you guys all of those points, but please tell me how that big-ass pile of shit against Florida State got overlooked. Was it Notre Dame's weak-ass schedule the rest of the way? Was it SEC bias? Who the fuck knows? And no, I'm not going to listen to what the committee spokesperson has to say, because as far as I'm concerned, he's a goddamn moron after giving Alabama credit for winning a close game to 5-7 fucking Auburn. Whatever, what's done is done. This is the playoffs we have, and we're gonna have to live with it. At least Texas didn't get in, right? Finally, of course, there had to be a Dumbass of the Week winner for the conference championship week. A whole-throated congrats to, of all fucking teams, Notre Dame. Why them and not a team that played this weekend? Well, when it was decided that they were going to be out of the playoffs and that the best they were going to get bowl-wise was the Pop-Tarts Bowl against BYU, they reverted to one of the oldest moves in the Notre Dame playbook and skipped bowl season entirely. Yep, that's right. The Irish cried so hard that they rage quit a bowl game. You went from me actually having some sympathy with you fuckers for once into having less than zero. Sure, Kansas State and Iowa State opted out, but their head coaches either retired or fucked off. You, on the other hand, think you're too high and mighty once again for a standard bowl game. Congrats on being the final Dumbass of the Week this season. Play a difficult schedule if you want to be in the playoffs, or join a fucking conference already. I'm sure the ACC would just love to be saved by God's spoiled ass stepchildren.